Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be reacting to Silence of the Lambs. I'm here again with my friend Ivan. Hello.
How you doing? How you doing?
All right, so again, this is another film that has really great reviews, but never got around to watching it. Should we get started?
I think we should.
Okay. Quantico.
The FBI region. Hallelujah. If y'all know where that's from, y'all know where that's from. Run, Jordy, run!
Wow, she's the only woman. She's so small.
You know who she reminds me of?
Who?
That little bunny from Zootopia.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, ew.
Jobs come up and I thought about you. Not a job, really, more of an interesting errand. Sit down.
Who's the subject?
The psychiatrist, Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal the cannibal.
Cooperate. I
Would
want
you be
just
able to
straight
do
reporting.
that?
How's
Just
he
Nope.
look? How's his cell
criminal?
look?
No
Is he
way.
sketching, drawing? If he is, what's he sketching? And you're to tell him nothing personal, Starling. Believe me, you don't want Hannibal Lecter inside your head.
She's here on professional business, not for you to sexualize her.
Right.
85, even when he ate her tongue.
Oh my god.
Good morning. Closer.
No way. You can't pay me enough to speak with this guy. Mm-mm.
You use Evian skin cream. You know Florence?
I love Florence.
All that detail just from memory, sir?
Now this ham-handed segue into your questionnaire. Old Buffalo Bill. Please
Because he makes
tell
buffalo
me.
wings.
The newspapers won't say.
Most serial killers keep some sort of trophies from their victims.
I didn't. I ate his liver.
Jeez. Scared me.
Like, I'm very surprised she didn't broke down.
Yeah, for sure.
He was literally grilling her about everything within her life. Ooh, what is we gonna find? Oh, but that's Miss Muffet.
Oh my god.
You know who he is, don't you? Tell me who decapitated your patient, doctor.
I will literally have a knife with me at all times.
Bad idea. No, 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 no. That's terrifying.
It is, isn't it?
If I'd sent you in there with an actual agenda, Lecter would have known it instantly.
I mean, isn't she also investigating this?
Yes.
Shouldn't she be part of this? Like,
Yes.
Two of her fingernails are broken off, and there's dirt or grit under them. It looks like she's tried to claw her way through something. She's got something in her throat.
what is that?
Some kind of seed pod?
Oh,
No, sir. That's a bug cocoon.
my
Victim's
god.
skin removed, this time in two large diamond-shaped sections above the buttocks.
Better known to his friends as the Death's Head moth.
Now, where does it come from?
That's what's strange. Only live in Asia.
Asia.
Junior senator from Tennessee.
Oh, damn.
And while her kidnapping is not at this point considered to be politically motivated, nevertheless, it has stirred the government to its highest levels.
She keeps repeating the name.
She sees Catherine as a person and not just an object. It's harder to tear her up.
So in other words, stay in your place.
Exactly. Just let her do her job. I mean, I get they're trying to get him to help out, but he does not deserve any of those privileges.
It will be turns with us too. Quid pro quo. I tell you things, you tell me things. What is your worst memory of childhood?
Death of my father.
A very frank, Clarice. I think it would be quite something to know you in private lives. The significance of the moth is change. Our Billy wants to change too. Billy is not a real transsexual, but he thinks he is. He tries to be. He's tried to be a lot of things, I expect. Billy hates his own identity, you see, and he thinks that makes him a transsexual. But his pathology is 1,000 times more savage.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket!
Oh God.
Buffalo Bill's real name is Louis Friend. Apparently, Louis had murdered a transient and done things with the skin. He'd be about 35 now. He said he lived in Philadelphia, but may have lied. Good evening, Clarice.
I thought you might like your drawings back, Doctor.
Everything you need to find him is right there in those pages.
And tell me how.
First, principles, Clarice. Simplicity.
He kills women.
No, that is incidental. Now, we begin by coveting what we see every day. Don't you feel eyes moving over your body, Clarice? And don't your eyes seek out the things you want? Then something woke you, didn't it? Was it a dream? What was it?
I heard a strange noise. They were screaming.
They were slaughtering the spring lambs.
I thought if I could save just one, but
And you think if you save poor Catherine, you could make them stop, don't you? You think if Catherine lives, you won't wake up in the dark ever again.
Ready when you are, Doc.
Just another minute, please.
Basket in the ambience.
One warning.
It might not be him. He might have switched clothes with someone.
Lecter,
I mean,
put your hands on your head.
Lines are good. Pressure is 130. Yeah, that's right, 90. Pulse 84. And the patient is...
Oh my God! I'm having nightmares tonight. That's for sure.
he won't come after.
I mean, if you looked in the file, you would probably know something.
Exactly.
He's making himself a woman's suit, Mr. Crawford, out of real women. And he can sew, this guy. He's very skilled. He's a tailor or a dressmaker or...
Okay, precious, time for a little treat.
You gotta upload it on OnlyFans.
Don't you make me hurt your dog! You don't know what pain is!
And, sorry to
Wrong
bother you.
house.
I'm looking for Mrs. Lippman's family.
Wow.
Don't live
Wait, does
Ooh,
she think that he's the killer?
I don't think she has clicked it just yet.
Because yeah, I don't think she would have gone in there if she thought that. So. Oh my God.
So she's in there helpless. Like,
Like a lamb.
the police literally didn't, or her FBI colleagues did not give her a paper of what he looked like. So she's in there blindly.
He sews. He has moths. There it is.
Freeze! Put your hands over your head and turn around. Spread your legs. You're all right, Catherine. Now, where is he? How the fuck should I know? Just get me out of here. Catherine, you gotta be quiet. Now, shut
Poor girl.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Yes.
Your father would have been proud today.
Have the lambs stopped screaming?
I totally forgot that he escaped.
Yep.
I'm having an old friend for dinner.
Oh my god.
Bye.
It just, to me, it seems like they were more focused on getting Bill, that they didn't pay attention to Lecter, you know?
Yeah.
Because we were, as an audience, we were shown, they were trying to catch Bill and Bill, but then what about him? He escaped. What about him?
Yes. But you got to remember that Hannibal Lecter has its own way of thinking, and his escape, yes, it's a terrible loss. But the most important thing is the fact that they had to get the the poor child out of that situation. So
Right.
there is a theory that Hannibal Lecter was Hannibal Lecter created Buffalo Bill as leverage so he can escape.
Interesting. Huh. Wow. I really, really liked it. Another solid movie, honestly. I feel like since the beginning, she was kind of looked down on for basically being a woman in that workplace,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
And it kind of reminds me of Innocence in a
Yes.
way, especially when she like started talking about the lambs and how
Mm-hmm.
she couldn't save all of them, right? So at least she could save one, even though at the end she ended up killing it. And I feel like her past came back to haunt her in a way, meaning she couldn't save those other women that were murdered, but she could at least save the senator's daughter.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, yeah, I completely agree. Um, so with the stereotypical horror movie cliche, because a lot of people think of this movie as a horror movie when actually it's a crime movie, but there is some horror movie elements, such as the final girl. And the final girl usually has this transformation that we see in front of our
Mm,
eyes, where the woman becomes much stronger as she gets closer to understanding the situation at hand.
mm,
So the fact that Hannibal Lecter was able to help Clarice get that strong, thick, uh, thick skin love per se, and the reason why I'm using quotation marks about that is because I think Hannibal Lecter wants her to succeed because
right.
understands the situation on the fact that yes, she is a woman, she's going to be frowned upon, and a lot of men are threatened by it for God knows what reason. But the fact that she was able to go around Lecter's manipulation and
Right.
trying to expose him for, uh, for saying like, who the hell is Buffalo Bill?
Yeah.
She understood it, and eventually she got the clues that he was giving it to her.
And
I
he
mean,
expected for the rest of the FBI to ignore her so that he
yeah,
could be able to escape too.
yeah,
That makes so much sense. Oh, one thing that I definitely noted, because I'm a psych major, so automatically my head is just, trying to remember those classes that I took. Psychiatrists, they're supposed to help people, right?
yes,
So that's what Lecter did as a career.
yeah.
And ultimately he didn't really help people, he killed them. So it kind of shows you what's wrong with society.
The fact that psychiatrists tend to not only try their best to help people, they also, in a way,
Yeah, I mean, not all of them are bad, right?
not all of
So
them. No, we're not saying that all psychiatrists are bad, but the problem is the fact that even a good person can actually manipulate a
Mm.
person, which
Yeah.
is which is going to be a 50-50 chance. On one hand, they're probably going to be fine, and then on the other hand, who knows? It could be very much something uh, serious.
Hmm.
And why many psychiatrists are trying to find trigger points to make sure that this person isn't gonna harm themselves or other people.
Right.
That's the rule is. And so, oops, sorry. And so, um, that's what their job is to do. With Hannibal Lecter's case, as a psychiatrist who uh, eats his victims, I don't think he like cares much about them. I mean, in a way,
Well,
he
if he's a
does,
psychopath, then he doesn't at all.
but he knows his powers and how to use that power to manipulate his patients
Well,
into
well,
believing.
yes. So do narcissists. I mean, narcissists they can manipulate people. They don't care, depending on where they lie on the psychotic spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they either are born like that, so they're psychopaths, or they just over time they become sociopaths.
Which begs the question, why did he let Clarice live, per se? Because I believe that he's not so much a person to be killing women, but with men who are superior than him. That's what he hates, and therefore he's willing to do anything to put them down, if you will.
Hmm.
That's the reason why he feels very empathetic towards Clarice and to helping her, uh, solve the Buffalo Bill case. The serial killer Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. I mean, did
Well,
they ever reveal what happened to him and why he turned out the way he did?
well, that's the thing that was never addressed. Uh, Compared to what Lecter said about him, that he was very much abused into hating his own identity.
Hmm.
He had to transform himself into a woman to be comfortable in his skin, if you will,
Yeah.
which is kind of troubling because, um, for those of you who don't know, there is some psychological reasoning to these horror movies or even just movies in general that make the LGBT community look bad.
Hmm.
And this is one of the examples of a person who has been abused to the
Yeah.
point where they have to kill people in order to be comfortable within their own skin.
Kind of like the movie Dressed to Kill.
Yes, very much like that film, or like, or even just a Nightmare on Elm Street too. I mean,
Oh, exact prime example.
prime example because uh, it's it's an embodiment of the shame, the fact
Hmm.
that you are a person who is different from the normative society person.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's very disappointing, but at the same time, it's what it was what's happening during that time. But yeah, but the makeup looks phenomenal, and props to the makeup artist because every single decomposed body that they found
Right.
looked looked very real to me.
Well, I think that's it for our reaction and our discussion. I think we had a great discussion today. And hopefully there's more in the future when we react to other films. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Bye.